And it's still Karela. Najib has been stopped. Very patient build up from the away side. And it's back to the goalkeeper, 25-year-old Abdul Geniu. And as Samuel Parkwesi Fabian, very experienced gaffer, very positive coach in terms of how his team is struggling in this season's Ghana Premier League, but he remains very, very adamant that they've got the capability to match any side. Petitbois with a huge one up front, and then he's well taken care of, trying to find his colleague up front, Jesse, but he's nowhere to be found. That's Karela. We'll start it all over from the back again. And Abubakar will hit it up front. Here he comes, lovely play, and as well taken off his path. That's a great intervention, unless to avert the danger that was looming. What a way to come across that one. And a smiler, at least coming to the rescue of Legon Cities once again. As Nordin Jibril runs to the far corner to hack onto it and see if he can send one, a precise one, into Legon Cities 18-yard. With so many players in a white and green pushing into Legon Cities territory, is delivered inside. Well, there's no troubles at all. Well, there seems to be a trouble. Seems to be a bit of misunderstanding within Legon City's balls as the player went down and winning the sympathy of the referee. That's Captain Frank Akutu.
A beautiful cross from Nuruddin, but there were physical play in the box. I think the referee spotted one and has awarded a free kick in favor of Legon Cities.
It's brought inside by Aziz. Lovely play. Kojo Jesse tense, and a goal is well taken care of. What a stop there from Issa. Reading the situation very well and blocking that crossing that was being intended for another Legon Cities player. Alidu arriving, but it was a clever block to prevent any danger.
These are the long balls that Cities will be sending into the Karela half. They need to check them, else they may pay for that.
On this corner kick, Legon Cities is floated in. Oh my goodness, that is a near disaster. That is still Legon Cities. Abetamwa is brought back into Legon Cities penalty area. That is cleared by Kunedu. And they still manage to keep possession. There's some around at the right hand side. It's floated up front. And here comes the whole chase between these two players. Oh, the advantage stays with the Legon Cities, with Ibrahim winning the best of his opponent. As he stays on the turf, looks to be Kamal. Was in some big trouble. You can just see how he's winding on the ground. A clear indication that he's a bit uncomfortable. But this is the man to expect a lot of instructions from as far as this game is concerned. Legon City's next game will be to travel all the way to Nswatriman, who failed yesterday to beat Accra Lions on this particular turf. As Karela United is likely to host Summertex 1996. Now the Shiriga Sports Complex, but here comes a ball floated into the area and has been well taken care of. It stays with Legon Cities. Ibrahim looking for that space, and then it comes off a marker, corner kick at Karela United.
Karela will be looking to create chances in and around the 18. That is what Legon Cities need to watch out for.
Latif brings in this corner kick, loses everyone, nobody in the white shirt to connect to it, and they managed to correct the mess. And Aziz going to the ground to mop it. That was a bit of trouble in Legon City's area. With just 7 minutes cleared on the clock. yet to really see any dangerous attacking threat from LEGON Cities in this game, but Karela have already made their presence known in terms of what they want to do. Abdel will leave it for his colleague Gariba. Gariba sends it back to his goalkeeper, who's just got Boubacar to his left hand side, but maybe he'll be deciding to go long. And that comes a huge boot from a big goalkeeper. Gamwa. And still Karela. Kunedu. Nudin brings it into LEGON City's area. Who's hacking onto it and nearly. That is the best of touch from the man leading the line, Ibrahim, once again.
That was a great cross. And Karela will be looking to put 1-2 touches around the 18 before even playing a long ball into the 18 to find a player to probably connect the ball into the net. LEGON Cities would have to sit up.
Oh, just look at it come out, coming to intervene. At least LEGON Cities would have been a goal down by now if he had given Ibrahim that best of room to operate. Latif clears the line, and that will be LEGON Karela's goal kick. What a goalkeeper he's been. Abdul Genu. He's been with them for quite some time now. Very, very experienced goalkeeper in terms of what he brings to this Karela United sport. Looks to be a long hit from the goalkeeper. And it's brought inside by him. It's in the middle. Abetibua will find his colleague who is in plenty of space. Find Salidu, another quality chap to keep an eye on in this game. He's got a very, very straight footwork. It's brought, but that's a very heavy crossing into Karela's territory, and will result in nothing as Karela says thank you when they pick it back. You can see the goalkeeper, he's the captain of the side. At least he's got to really edge his men up front in this game. Confirmation of the scoreline as it stands. That's a great header. Kojujusi was trying to get into the mix again. That's Abubakar, here it comes. And no problems for Karela. The referee, Reginald, calling someone, thinks that there's a big problem. And while what? LEGON Cities a free kick. A lot of yards out. Which means that Karela needs to defend their line as far as this free kick is concerned. And the man to really defend his two sticks is Abdul Genu. Just be watching what LEGON Cities have got under their sleeves with his free kick come out. That's a deep one into territory and is defended out. Well, it couldn't be kept by Abdul Basit. Find someone. Or left it deep to find Abetibua and picks it. Now the flag is already up. And that's a bit of relief once again for the away team in this fixture.
LEGON Cities have started using the wings, the long balls to the wings to try to find space and create chances for the striker to probably get a goal.
That's Jimmy Kobler, the coach for Karela United. Another very experienced gaffer, if you care to know. He's joined from Great Olympics this year. And he's playing his 52nd game as a football coach, and he's here to win any game this season with Karela United. That's a lovely play now from Karela. Long hits, and it just comes across. That's a very clever idea coming from Abdul Basit.
A clever shot, quite ambitious, trying his luck there.
That's from Abubakar Mohammed, the left back, trying his luck from that distance. We'll just look at this one. It was coming in from Kemal, or bend it in. I was thinking for a moment what Talidu was just going to do, decides to hit it back to him on the right hand side, but the kick from the young man, just too much. That's another free kick. Lots of set pieces so far in this fixture, impeding the quality and the movement of the game. As I speak by Gariba, who lifts it deep into Legon City's territory. And he's headed back onto the pitch. Betty Ball have a touch. And gives the ball away to Karela's Nuruddin, and is rather picked up by Kunedu. And a quick throw it into. That's a lovely play! My goodness! And Karela United are in the lead. Ibrahim Giasu with Karela's first strike into this game.
That was brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. He took the ball on his left, turned, picked up his spot, and placed the shot at the right corner of the goalkeeper. That was brilliant. The defenders were there, they were caught ball watching, and he took his spot. The keeper had no idea. He couldn't do anything to prevent the ball from the net. That's the first goal for Karela.
That was a great idea. And that's the earlier on shot. We'll be looking at the goal in just a jiffy. Just look at how he manages to hang on to that. He took it quickly and found his talisman, who just on the 10 hit it to beat goalkeeper Kwame Aziz to it. And that is the second man to score for Karela this season, after Najib had the first one against Accra Lions. Really beating the goalkeeper to his very near post. Well, that's the goal scorer in your shots, Giats Ibrahim, with his first goal of the season in such a very important fixture. As a player he's been since joining Karela United. And it's brought forward once again. That's a very heavy kick. 28 years of age, and also crossing over from Samatex 1996 last season, and has played 80 Ghana Premier League matches, and this is his 90th game, scoring 5 goals and also receiving a couple of yellow cards. But today he seems to be on the right foot in this game. That's the man I'm just talking about. He's been stopped by the referee, Ibrahim Giats. It tells you that he's got experience. He's got the ability to poach if he decides to. It's quickly taken by Franca Koto. He finds Aaron Kote, who's been a centre-back partner this afternoon. There's still Aaron Kote looking for his teammates. And that's Kamal. Just look at it, a bit unnecessary. Just very lucky to have escaped that yellow card from referee Reginald calling someone. Here they go again. There's Karela on the right foot. Can he go past his marker? Abdul Basit brings it in. And it's stopped. That's a corner kick. And his colleagues applaud his effort from the bench. It tells you they are really, really enjoying themselves as far as this encounter is concerned. They will be looking to pick a lot of motivation as far as this game is concerned. With the last encounters numbering up to almost 10. With 4 wins going the way of Karela United. 3 of those wins coming at their own backyard, with just 1 coming away. And that fixture was in 2018 when Imoro Ibrahim's 89th minute strike gave Karela that important victory. Today looks to be Gias, who seems to be having the door. And we'll have to ensure whether Legon Cities enter through or stops them. And that's a yellow card. Lady Mohammed. That's free kick for Legon Cities now. As they will locate to send in a very perfect one. Especially from the far right hand side. You can see a bit of movement within the box. That's a lovely idea to just hit it down. Picked Masawudu, returns it back. And this being hit inside, looking for Abetiebwa. Is well taken care of by Kunedu. Oh, hit it away. Looks to have come off Abetiebwa once again, and it will be Karela's walking goal kick. To the displeasure of their fans who are watching on. What a game we having. That's Bruce Tego. Let's confirm for you. It's rather very wrong. Bruce Tego rather plays for Legon Cities. And certainly the intended person was Nuruddin Jibril of Karela United, who have been booked by the referee. That's a long hit from Kunedu. From that distance. That's a good idea once again. But absolutely the left shot will come at nothing. Just look at the sheer strength on Alidu. Just look at a touch and a way to finesse it out of their own dangerous area. And a lovely hit from Kunedu Eric entry.
AJ wanted to surprise the goalkeeper as he spotted him stepping a bit up. So he wanted to surprise him with a long drive.
Well, that's entry in your shot. As Karela prepares another onslaught from the right hand side to throw in. Issa could not pick his man, but rather picked Yeboah. Here he comes in full print. There's been somewhere between 2 players. Again, it's Nuruddin who stands his ground, and it's Legon City's corner kick from the left hand side. As most of the fans who are eagerly waiting on to see the home side striking this game, get it, and a lot of weak touches within Karela's boss, and they managed to clear their line. And it's Abdul Basit who will pick it up. He's caught the pace, just look at it. But has been stopped by Kamal. As they bring it forward, option for the middle, while Lidu is best. Hits it to the left hand pick. Masawudu. Yeboah puts it on to Masawudu's path, but couldn't pick Kamwa. Kunedu, very hard working player this afternoon. Managed to stay beyond the sideline. And that was a quick throw, and the referee asked that it should be retaken. Just look at the movement. And here comes the throw-in. It's stopped by Franca Couto, the captain of the side. Another very experienced player for LEGON Cities. And that's another great defending coming from Karela's territory. Really keeping their eye in this game. Temperatures around 28 degrees Celsius. It feels like 33 degrees. As Abetiaba makes his way into Karela's 18-yard, and again it's been stripped off. Entry. And it's picked up again. That's a lovely one to play from the Pride passing lads. As they have set piece against them, throwing advantage to the away side once again. With Asa, he let himself to effect it. Oh, that's Asa in your shots, brings it forward for Karela United. Oh, the best of throwing from the right full back, who joined from Techiman Heroes. He's also played 2 games against Bekum Chelsea and Accra Lions. Scotty will hit it linearly to his colleague Franca Couto. Bring it up front. Finds Salidu. Salidu looking for that space to try and see if he can hit, but decides to opposite once again to his colleague. That's a lovely idea to cut it into Karela's half. Find someone who can score. Is that it? Oh, it's been touched away by Abdul Ganiu.
LEGON Cities have been trying to stretch the defense and probably punch holes in the defense of Karela.
LEGON Cities and that ball from Joseph Amwa. Absolutely waste on the best of strike from the midfielder. On the best of 8. Really missing the absence of Ishmael Amwa in this game. And maybe Foster Chum. And if they got a cutting edge up front, they look a bit rusty in terms of their final decisions up front, LEGON Cities. And it's been a perennial problem all the way from last season. That's a bit of time wasting from the experienced goalkeeper. He picks it up. And also captain of the side. It's such a long hit inside. And they should be looking to pick Gias once again, but it's been brought up front by Yeboah. Finds Kote. Kote will find Kamal. And it's a long ball to nobody in particular. As the attacking threat of LEGON Cities will break down. LEGON City still hacking onto it. Masaudu brings it in. Kwajo Giasu goes down. The referee will have none of that. And that's a big relief for Karela. And they win the sympathy of the referee on the far right hand side. With Gias once again tripping to the ground. It's been a lot of emotion, some are saying, this game. You expect this referee to at least stamp his authority in this fixture. The FIFA referee. And just look at that ball that was coming in from the corner flag. Who finds Alidu. Well, it's that hit from Amwa, just very weak. And it's well picked up by Abdul Ganiu. as they prepare to launch another attack from their own area with Nuruddin Jibril elected himself to hit it up front. It's now onto the right hand side. And that's Aaron Kote. Let's pick up Abubakar. Fails to pick the broken pieces. And it's still Karela. Kunedu has got Issa to his right hand side. Lovely crossing into the channel. Well, it's well watched and it's kept out. It's back to Abubakar. Left it for Latif. It's a lovely chip over, but our amount to nothing. As is being collected by Legon Cities. Really struggling to deal with those air balls. Just wondering why they are deciding to at least keep the ball in the air instead of putting it on the turf to play where their strength has been. And it's back to Abdul Ganiu's own area. As we approach the 30th minute mark in this first half department of the game. With no worries at all for the Karela shot stopper. His beautiful hits up front. He's managed to find a head up Masawudu, but there's another player that goes to the ground. Legon City players becoming a bit frustrated. Maybe perhaps needs to relax. Oh, just watch it. That was a lovely tap from Latif. Needs to make it onto his feet, which it does. And the pride and passionate fans will thank their stars. Their talisman is back to his feet once again. That's a lovely free kick at a lovely position. And you can see it. A lovely interaction from Karela's bench. Experienced coaches sitting in there with the likes of Abubakar Dampa, Jimmy Cobbler. All of them playing formally for the national team. Here comes the long hit. And it's stopped. Masawudu. And a back flick to clear it away. And Gias couldn't really stop it. Asked it to be another Karela United throwing this time around from the right hand side. With Issa picking it up. 31 minutes and it's still Karela who are hanging on to that lead from Gias Ibrahim in the 16th minute mark.
Issa's coordination with Kunedu has been fantastic. They've kept the ball on the turf and they are stringing their passes together. As we speak, Lagos Cities are trying so hard to even break out of their own half to get into Karela's half. They played so well, but haven't created enough chances to even score a goal.
Well, it's touched, and that's a free kick for Legon Cities. Well, it's the first encouraging stuff coming from them with Joseph Amwa. It's going to the ground at a very advantageous position. If was struck, can be very, very interesting. That's a very hard tackle. And Lidu, I've told you already, he's going to be a main decoy for Legon Cities in this game if they really, really want to get back at the opponent. And that was a very reckless challenge coming in from Issa. You see Salifu on his marker, few seconds earlier on, resulting in that free kick that we are about to see Karela take. You're just wondering who is going to add his name to Karela's. Wolves, this is it. They've had so much trouble already. And it's Abetibois and Joseph Amwa who goes behind it. Oh, Karela throwing with Accra Lions on match day 3, beaten by Bekum Chelsea on match day 2. But here comes a shot there and comes from somebody. It stays within Karela's 18-yard and it's finally tipped away. It's a lovely breakaway from the foul. Left hand side. Here comes a long run. Gears brought down. Referee have none of that. And it's back to Kote. It's come out. Finds his captain Akoto, who's scanning the area to send a long one. Sends it finally. Yeboah. Nasawudu. And it's Akoto once again. Releases a grounder. As Masawudu invited into the fray once again by his colleague. Betting gears to it. Yet to really see anything lovely from Najib Ibrahim. He's been kept at bay in today's game. As we have another LEGON Cities player struggling on the turf. Must have picked a knock. And that set looks to be Joseph Amwa once again. Just look at it. That was a bit of struggle we've had earlier on. That was Gias breaking away from his marker. Body movement, very straight body movement there from LEGON Cities. That's a lovely little chip over to Fayamwa, and he was axed down. Oh, it's another free kick for LEGON Cities. And that's another heavy touch on Kojo Jesse. Well, he's been deployed as an arrowhead into this game after mostly playing from the right hand side. It's a bit of tactical trick from coach Parkwesi Fabian. And they will love to hit it well. I'll listen to Karela's channel once again to see if they can find their men who are very available in their numbers in Karela's 18-yard. And the big question is always going to be, can he deliver an exact one into the channel? That's a lovely play and is well stopped. That's a clever idea. It's touched. Amwa Masaudu, and it's out for throwing. Looking for GC once again, but it's been well taken care of. I was having the physical presence up front to really torment his opponent. He's missing that quality and it's really taking a huge toll on his game.
The battle between JC and Issa can't be overlooked. It's been a battle from the start, from the blast of the whistle. They've been brilliant control and everything.
As hits away from Nuruddin and looking to pick Najib, couldn't pick him. Finds Abubakar, who releases it onto the left hand side. And looks like LEGON Cities have quickly regained possession. And as they drift it into the center cycle, it's picked by Yeboah, returns it back to find Kote. who managed to hold on to it. Come out. That's a lovely thing. Now Samoa will release to Alidu. Alidu line up this one for a shot. That's a lovely hit there, and he stopped there. Abdul Ganiu as LEGON set his corner.
That was a brilliant long drive from Alidu. He's been making incursions into the 18, but having found the ball to even play a shot directed at the goal. This was a brilliant shot.
That's really, really encouraging from LEGON City's midfielder. A lovely crossing once again. That's from Makoto, but again the corner is in absolutely mixing its intended target.
Karela finding it difficult to deal with the area balls as at now, but they've been able to weather the storm.
It's another opportunity for Karela United to start all over once again from the back. At least looking for 3 maximum points, and at least they have their foot on the pedal in the last 38 minutes. Gariba headed to his left-hand side. And a throw-in stays with them as well. That's a great play from the centre-back to keep his side intact in this game with those opportunities. As we approach the 40th minute mark, looking at the number of minutes, referee Reginald Collins will be adding to this game. Abubakar comes forward. Latif with a long hit inside. And as well picked up by LEGON Cities once again. Oh, really driving to the traffic of body. Release it into Masawudu. A lot of time wasted giving out possession. Salifu comes forward. That's a great play. And it's Jesse who's having the best of his man. Well, it's the corporate at the end. After that touch on Salifu. Isa who goes to the ground in the process. That's a picked a knock. The last LEGON City's home victory came back in 2023 with Frank entry, 19 a brace. Since then, they've really struggled to edge out their opponents at home. And that's a quick play from Nuruddin, and it's well stopped by Masawudu. And it's to be Karela's throwing. Finds Najib is scaled inside looking for another. Why shot is just one person that is present. And it's picked up. Ismaila who clears it up front. 41 minutes of play. And the scoreline stays intact. Yes, Kwame Aziz lifts it for his captain, Akuto. Well, finds Abetiwa who gives up possession to Kunedu. Makote picks up for LEGON Cities, tipped over looking for Jesse, and goalkeeper Abdul Ganiu comes out quickly to collect it in the air. That's a quick hand from the captain, fantastic. That's the wasteful touch there, resulting in a corner kick, or in a throw-in rather, for LEGON Cities. Here it comes forward. It's a lovely touch. Salifu bends it over looking for Abdul Basir, who picks it up at the far left hand side, hits it back to Abubakar, and that onslaught breaks down. That's a lovely back flick, but to nobody in particular. That's very wasteful play from Karela once again, when it matters most in the final third of the pitch. Here they'll come again. Lovely play from Nuruddin. Couldn't pick it up, but it's picked up by their talisman, Najib. Who fouled his marker in the process, and you can see the 23-year-old complaining. Seeing his marker to really calm his nerves down, as that could be a lot of danger in terms of approaching him with that tackle. A spec kick in the centre cycle for Karela United as they look for their second away victory in this highly anticipated fixture. Here's Kemal, who picks it up at the right hand side, hits it in. It couldn't be picked up by Smiler. And finds Kemal back to Ironkote, who's got his captain to his left hand side. The option to hit it back onto Kemal, who lifted deep, looking for the round of Jesse, and it's cleared off his path once again. Corner kick, throwing advantage. Karela United once again. Here they'll come forward. That's a lovely hit, and it's a long hit into the sky. You can see goalkeeper Abdul Gayu will complain to his back line. And that was a lovely hit from Ironkote. We're at 45 minutes already cleared. Looking at the number of minutes that will be added from the officials. And it's 3 minutes of additional time in this first half department of the game. That's Jisoo going for it on the right hand side, managed to beat his marker, and he stopped. And that's a corner kick after all his hard work. That's Alassane Habilu, the culprit. Alidu sends it across. Oh my goodness, that is it, is that it? Oh, the whistle is blown by referee Reginald Collins somewhere. I was just thinking, LEGON Cities have got themselves back into the tie, but the whistle halted their celebration. That was a bit of jittery at Karela's own area. And another player goes to the ground, and a lot of emotions really now flying high at the touchline. Just happy that his players are being fouled in such a cool start. That was a lovely bit from Gias, but Abdul Basit couldn't connect to it. Was a bit of shaky moment there once again from the home side. This was a bit of the back flick from the captain. A few seconds left on the clock as far as this first half department is concerned. Such a big lash inside. I bet Tibo pecks it, finds Amwa. And it's back to Albert. That's a free kick for Legon Cities once again. They've cleared the additional time in this game. This could be the last opportunity for Legon Cities. Smiler. That's a poor touch from him, and that ends it. It's an in-touch story from Karela United as far as that lead is concerned. They head into the dressing room with Ibrahim Gia's 16th minute strike. And that certainly is a huge relief for coach Jimmy Cobbler. The two players who have gotten their name on the score sheet for Karela this season in your frame at the moment. As we look forward to what these two sides have got for us in the next half department of the game. It's halftime at the University of Ghana Sports Stadium. Legon City 0, Karela United 1.
All right, so I'm still live from the University of Ghana Sports Stadium. This is match day 4, and the first half just ended. Karela are leading by a lone goal against Legon Cities, who are playing home this afternoon. And don't forget, we're live on Metro TV. We're also live on Original TV, as well as on the Ghana Football Association app, plus Alpha TV this afternoon. Najid is here and Philanan is here. Gentlemen, once again, welcome. First 45 minutes, Legon Cities are down by a lone goal. Phil,
I'm not surprised at the scoreline, but then I was surprised that Lagos City's sitting back a bit in the early hours of the game. I believe the Bakwesi wanted to watch how Karela would approach the game, and then during that time they were pegged back and they conceded a goal. Afterwards, I realized they still played a low block, though they were more physical on the day, just to ward off the Karela players from playing that tiki-taka game and controlling the game in the midfield. That has worked to perfection in the first half, getting to the latter part of the first half, but then they've not been able to equalize. But then I believe that the second half, Coach Bakwesi would approach the game very well and then probably try to get back at Karela. On the other hand, Coach Cobbler, who's been very vocal on the sideline, been giving pep talks, shouting at his players to probably keep the ball and not to lose the ball, trying to get them get their confidence back into the game. Getting to the latter part of the game, I realized that they lost focus a bit, though they were trying to control the game. It's been a ding-dong affair in the first half. Okay. I believe in the second half we'll see more changes and then to their tactical play and all. All
right, so but Najid, we've not seen that kind of possessive game from Legon Cities, the Bakwesi Fabian style of play. This afternoon, they're finding it difficult to find their rhythm in the first half.
Yes, Gattuso. I'm not surprised that we are not seeing that kind of sexy football from Legon City. But when you look at the statistics, still they are leading. Everything is tilting on their way because corner kicks they have 5, whilst Karela have 3. Shot on target, shot on goal they have 2. Karela just had 1. And when you look at ball possession, they have 57, whilst Karela have 43. So it tells you that they are doing everything possible. But this is football. When you get to the final theft and you are not too or so purposeful, that is where the problem lies. Because when you look at all their incursions, they are making every incursions, but when they get into the final theft, that is where the problem lies. They are not able to utilize their chances there, and it is a big problem. Beginning of the game, we were talking about the tactical approach of Jimmy Kwabena, then Pakwesi Fabian. And then when they started the very first minute, I saw them swinging their passes to their flanks because the 2 speedsters were there. But I realized that Legon City Last had an eye on them. So what they decided was that now they would try and cut in. They were not playing wide. So the method was for Karela United, and that resulted in that early goal in the 15th minute by Ibrahim. And let's not take anything from Ibrahim. He is doing the damage because the central defenders of Legon Cities are not able to come forward because of that Ibrahim. The one he gets the ball, it is really, really hard for them to take the ball because he can just hold on to the ball and link up play, and that is what is helping Karela United.
Talking of linking up play this afternoon at the University of Ghana, as well after their goal, Pakwesi Fabian, he's been able to block the flanks of Karela United. They are now able to move, in fact, in space on the flanks of their side.
Yes, I stated earlier before the game that they were actually going to play a low block using the full backs to be static. They would not move. Just like my brother also said, they would have to use that to stop the wingers from. But the Issa, when you watch Issa and then Kunedu on the right side of Karela, their coordination have been brilliant, and I believe that was what that coordination produced the goal. And they've been surging into that right wing area to create chances. Apart from that, I believe Lagos Cities have maintained that low block and have pushed Alidu, like I said earlier, have pushed Alidu into the central attacking midfield for him to probably try shots and create spaces for the other players to probably score. What I have seen that they've lost in attack is strength. JC is not strong. Albert Yeboah is also not strong. They are both good on the ball. They control the ball. They are quick feet and everything, but they are not strong. That is what they are lacking today in the attack. And they've missed the services of Ishmael Amwaku, which we all know he's been brilliant throughout the season.
All right, so we're still live on Metro TV, Original TV, and also on the Ghana Football Association app, Alpha TV as well. This is the home of the Ghana Premier League, and this is match day 4. Legon Cities are down by a long goal. What should we expect in the second half from both managers?
Yeah, I think that Karela, they are doing something right this afternoon here, but Legon City, they need at least to reclaim a point here, because when you look at where they are on the league log, it's really, really bad. But tactically, I think that Jimmy Kobler needs to talk to his last, because getting to the die embers of the game, they were a bit of complacence, because and when you do that, they will punish you for that. The goalkeeper, when it comes to this area ball, when it comes to your territory, you are the king there. You shouldn't waste time, always move forward. And I saw there was an incursion in the 18-yard box, and the goalkeeper was just standing there. So the coach got.
Are you talking of the goal, Lagos Cities?
No, I'm talking about Karela, the goalkeeper. Okay. So that is what made Coach Jim Kobler
was complaining about.
And I was complaining to Bukari Dambada. You have to shout to the goalkeeper, because there are certain balls you don't have to play loose. When the moment you play loose, they will take advantage of that. So coming back to the second half, I think that Pakwesi Fabian, you've opened the game enough. You are possessing the ball, but talk to your strikers. your main striker, he needs to stand on the two central defense of Karela so that they cannot move forward. The moment it's like he wants to come out of the box, come and enjoy play before he gets into the box, and that one it will not help, because at the end of the day, by the time the ball gets into the box, you still be behind the box. So I think that Coach Pakwesi Fabian should talk to his main striker to stand in front, should stand with the two central defenders of Karela so that they cannot move forward, and he can also take advantage of that. If not that, and they still play to the tune of Karela, I wouldn't be surprised that in the second department of the game, Karela is going to have another goal.
Okay, so still live from the University of Ghana Sports Stadium. This is match day 4. I feel, what should we expect? Do you think Coach Jimmy Cobbler should maintain his momentum, the style of play, by not opening up, or you think Pakwesi Fabian should come in strongly for the second half?
These two coaches are quite very experienced. I'll take LEGON Cities for the start. LEGON Cities should maintain the low block, because when Pakwesi decides to use any of his lateral defenders, they will float the ball behind the defenders, and Karela would probably create another chance for a goal. He should maintain the low block. He should just push Alidu like he's doing, but then he should be quick on the ball. They shouldn't waste time passing the balls to the other half of the game. They should probably, once they get the ball, they should send long balls into the half of Karela. Karela is, their weakness I've seen today is that their dealing with aerial balls has been a problem.
Okay, so that's what Najid mentioned. Their goalkeeper, Gani is facing a problem, especially from set pieces and area balls.
In the very first place, I was even thinking about maybe it was the sun, but no. It repeated itself. That's what I'm saying, that no, they should have talked to the goalkeeper. And that is what my brother is saying. If you have seen that, why not take advantage of that?
It's actually not only the goalkeeper. I think it's also with the defenders. They've struggled a bit, making mistakes when those area balls are floated into the 18.
Most of the balls are for the goalkeepers. In fact, for the goalkeeper, especially Gani. That's why we saw Coach Jimmy Cobbler shouting on his goalkeeper that this ball is for you. It has happened not once, not twice, but 3 times.
General, the thing is, yes, we all believe that when it comes to his territory, most of the balls are for him. But when there is no communication between you and your central defense, because the goalkeeper will think that the central defenders are coming so that he will not come out. That is where the problem is, and that is why my brother is trying to fuse that in. Because at the end of the day, there should be a communication between the goalkeeper and the defenders.
Okay, so we're going for the commencement of the second half. This is the Ghana Premier League match day 4 from the University of Ghana Sports Stadium. So our commentators Victor and Philanan, over to you.
Certainly, we look to let's get back for the second half department of this game, where LEGON City is enjoying lots of possession in the first 45 minutes, 57% as compared to the opponent. But the big issue has been their alertness in terms of finding the back of the net against their opponent in this fixture. And I certainly know that Coach Pakwesi Fabian is going to do a lot of talking during the halftime break, urging his men to come really hard against their opponents, who've always looked favourites against them anytime these two sides meet. Some shots of this Karela or LEGON City's players in your shot with goalkeeper Abdul Aziz. Now let's try to warm themselves up as we get back for the second half department of this interesting fixture. The likes of Joseph Amwa, Smiler, all lining up on the sideline, and he's having that lovely chit-chat. They've been quality in terms of possessing the ball, but again, a big issue has been connected to those dots in the final part of the pitch. It also means that Captain Frank Akoto would have to do a lot of talking, especially showing leadership, of trying to ensure that his team gel in the remaining minutes that we've got. And you can see the captain, fantastic, doing the job, really communicating to his team, telling them you need to up your game. But for Karela, at least Coach Jimmy Cobbler will be telling them, maintain your cool, just keep focused, and ensure that you return from the capital with a 3 maximum point. Really missing the absence of their lively striker Ishmael in this game, who received 3 yellow cards, making him not to even be part of today's matchday squad. Oh, yet to also see Fatal Kenu, who's gone on trial with Chelsea, and also have so many European clubs chasing him, the likes of RC Lens, RB Salzburg. He's also impressed on those trials with the Chelsea under 18 side, with the technical team inviting for the under 21 side, which he returned home to play for LEGON Cities, at least to continue with his development. Likely to be coming off the bench, the youngster. Well, they've also got Frank Entry, the man who was able to hit the back of the net twice against Karela in their previous meeting, somewhere in March 2023. Maybe, just maybe, coach could be bringing him in to cause a lot of havoc for Karela's defense. But for Karela, Benjamin York sits on the bench, a player with rich CV. And is one of the players that Coach Jimmy Cobbler could fall on, as well as Fidaus Mohammed, who started the previous game against Accra Lions, but today is likely to come off from the bench. As the referees ensure that everything is okay for us to continue with this lovely action. There's been 3 attempts at goal from LEGON Cities, with Karela having just 2, with 1 finding the back of the net. What they've been hanging on to since the 16th minute in this crunchy tie. Cross session of the fans here for you. One of the best of faces, unless their team is trailing by a goal to 0. Now as the players take their position on the field. There's been 5 corners for LEGON Cities, as compared to 3 for Karela United. So there we go for the second half department of the game, with referee Reginald Collins somehow blowing his whistle. And it's a first pick here for Kwame Aziz. Abubakar with the heavy touch on it to return it back into LEGON City's territory. As it spread to the left hand side for Kote. Lopez Kamal returns it back to him. There's Kote looking for a bit of space. Decides to go long, diagonally to find. Here's Kolik. Here's Kamal. Picks Alidu. Lovely piece of run from Alidu. He's picked again. Who hits it down the right hand side to find Kamal. Looking for Amar, picks him, looking for a bit of space. Lovely back. Oh my goodness. On the best of decision from the player once again. He's got Bruce Tego, who was just waiting to pounce onto it. And that was a heavy touch. With just 1 minute clocked. It's the man with 14 clean sheets last season, Abdul Ghani, with such a long hit inside. Alidu finds Kamal. That's a lovely drift to the far left hand side. And it's Masawudu who lifts it for Kote with a lovely run up front. And let's try to conjure something, looking for Kojo Jessica Akonto returns it, and again it's one mopped up by Abdul Ghani. Lovely idea from the young chap into the channel. An experienced goalkeeper, always watching his lines, red hot alert within his own penalty box. It's a lovely touch from Kunedu, looking for his late man. Gias picks him. Now need to beat his opponent, Franca Koto, and he trips his marker. Just the man of the moment for Karela. And that's Karela free kick, very acute angle. If all struck, can be a bit dangerous. With so many pride passing lads pushing themselves into Legon City's penalty box. Oh, you can see Gias, Latif, Fusaini, Abubakar, all of them waiting on the receiving end as Legon City's construct the three-man wall. And again, referee calling someone not to say a bit of movement with it. Legon City's area, head brought forward. Is touched by Kwame Aziz. He's got no issues dealing with that one. Kojo JC, that's a big touch to find Amwa. That's a clever idea. Kojo JC once again invited into the fray. Picks it up right on the edge. Brustego, a bit of time wasting. And Karela will clear the alliance once again. Not the best of it from the goalkeeper. As Karela come forward through Najib. Was touched from behind. And that's a clear yellow card. And you can just see, he knows it. Smiler, Nasiru knows it. That's a very bookable offense.
That's a clear yellow card. The intent was there. He knew what he was doing. He wanted to bring him down. The referee was there. It was spot on, and he's awarded a foul.
Well, we've got other big matches happening across various venues in the country, and we'll let you in on those happenings. With the likes of Accra Suffolk, Kumasi Asante Kotoko, Nations, all in action. Now this was a big foul earlier on. Also a lovely third. Giats. And that's another. That's a long hit, and it's a very wasted effort, blasted into the crowd. Abdul Basit hits it onto Masaudu's path. He picks it, finds Kote. Come out, back to Kote once again in his own area. We'll find the right winger once again. But Karela managed to intercept that one as the advantage stays with the Royals in this game. This could be a bit dangerous. Chaos. And Franca Koto stops it. And wins the sympathy of the referee. Quickly thinking, Alidu will have a touch. A bit of emergency having injected into their game now. Will pick Kamal on the right hand side. Was trusting for it. Amwa has got a lot of options to his left hand side. Picks Masawodu. Finds Salidu. They would have to try, had to come from Brustego. Says it. Who is there to connect? Nobody. As Basit clears the line. That's a big clearance. That's a very, very silly touch from Aaron Kote. Needs to be very careful as he can get into the book of the referee. Yes, Ibrahim Gias who stays on the tap. The big man shuts down from that touch. As we've got a substitution. And maybe, just maybe, that could be Karela's substitution. And it's well confirmed. It's Issa who makes his way out for Dankwa to be introduced into the game. It's Dankwa and Adams coming in And that's a double substitution. Oh, it's a triple dose. As we get to see another face for Karela United. And that's Wiafe who comes in. Eric Dakwa Wiafe who makes his way onto the pitch. As they prepare to effect this free kick, very close to the halfway line. With Gariba sending it very long to nobody in particular. It's picked up by Bruce Tego. Oh, hit it to Aledu. Okay, the link-up play couldn't work. He fails to pick Joseph Amwa. And that'll be Legon City's corner kick from the left-hand side.
Legon City is injecting pace into their game now.
Here it backs Alidu. Deciding to go solo. And retracted back to Kamal. That's a lovely play from Kamal. Finds Bruce Tego once again. Was just waiting to receive it. Go past his marker. And here they come. Attacking. Could this be the equalizer? That's a lovely block there from Gariba. But they managed to keep it within. Karela is etching it. A big clearance from Abdul Basit. Alidu. Abetieboa. And that's a poor cross into the channel. Not the best of idea from Abetieboa. Was left in ample of space to have decided what to do with the ball. Nuruddin and Legon Cities would have to defend again. But they've gotten a throwing advantage for all their hard work. It looks to be a long throw-in. Abdul Basit with a textbook header, and it's picked softly by Kwame Aziz. As he comes out once again. That's a big touch. Najib not happy about it. With the way his teammates really touched that one. As Kote has been fouled. And just look at it. Really getting into that brow with Gias. He needs to be a bit cautious with those decisions in terms of. But of course you can understand him. His side is trailing by Gotinel, and he needs a bit of emergency with the way he deals with such situations. As Alidu brings it forward onto the left hand side, finds Bruce Tego. Can it go past Abubakar? Retracted back to Alidu once again. It's a beautiful play now from Legon Cities. Picks Abetieboa, twisting and turning. As Jesu and the rest get into the yard, but once again, it's been a disaster of a crossing that have been brought into the area.
Legon City is adding some more urgency to their play, using the wings like they normally do, and trying to create spaces around the 18 and inside the 18, trying to punch holes in their defense, in Karela's defense, to see if they can get the equalizer.
Well, let's see if they've got the aptitude, if they've got the edge, if they've got a character to get back into this game. Kwame is stepping out of his own area to help with those defensive blunder. But again, it will be Karela throwing, picked up by Abubakar. And Najib is brought down. As Kamal, who is the culprit. A bit relaxed to that challenge, complaining to the referee that he's absolutely spotless when it comes to that challenge. He's not got any malice with that touch on Ajib. As the away side once again have been gifted a free kick from the left hand side with Nuruddin Jibril. He let himself to effect it. Husseini have joined the frame. That's a lovely touch. It's brought inside and it's cleared away. Latif, and that's a long hit. That's Nuruddin. Masawudu a bit into it on the far side. What's a way to come back, at least holding his man from behind. Dakwa with fresh legs coming in to inject a bit of pace into Karela's half on the far right hand side. But you can see Karela's technical area lateral inside and it stopped. The goalkeeper also gets into the mix, but the flag was already up at the far right hand side to impede play. Abdul Basit gives a possession to Abetibo of Legon Cities. Sawin by 2, stopped by Nuruddin, and Legon Cities have the advantage. But it seems to be some trouble spilling at Karela's end as we have cross-section of the fans watching on with Abdul Genil Aziz or George Asamoah has just come in for Abetibo. And we look to have another change for Karela as Ibrahim Najib is being retracted from this game. Looks to be Ankara who is likely to make his way onto the turf. It's not been Ibrahim Najib's outing as far as this encounter is concerned.
Have you finished the substitution?
So that's a double substitution for you for Legon Cities, where the Adoma also flashed inside. There's some more tense. Kemal with a touch brings it down to find Aledu. Oh, that's a poor hit from a hard-working player. Well, Dennis Adoma has just come in, a player who scored against Bibiani Gold Stars. Maybe could just find one for the home side in today's game. As is brought up front by Latif. Dakwa, lovely play now for Karela, finding their man. Is brought in, mixed as the man in the 10. Gias strikes, but Legon City has managed to stand their ground. Oh, it's been a lot of touches within split of seconds within Legon City's 18-yard. Well, 62 minutes played already. Masawudu With a long hit inside, looking for Kojo Jisu, couldn't find him. Joseph sprinting for it, looks for Dennis Adoma, decides to go for the shot to find the hole, but finds Jesse. Could not be it, but that's a clever intervention from Abubakar once again to avoid that danger.
Abubakar was right there to stop him from putting the ball at the back of the net. But that was a brilliant ball on the wing, trying to find a connection in the 18.
It's not some of Kojo Jesse. Oh my goodness, that was one of the best of hit from the youngster, and it's mopped out by Abdul Ghani. He was just fortunate to have had that one floated towards him, but a bit on our way. Now just look at it. This was a clear opportunity for Adoma. I was just wondering what he was trying to do with that belter. Oh, that's Najib. One of the best of jump from Kemal. And advantage stays with Karela United. With Coach Pakwesi Fabian a bit shocked on the decision of the referee.
Lagos Cities are pushing more men forward.
It's picked up by Najib onto his chest. But again, the advantage will stay with the away side. And it's Abubakar Mohammed, just wondering what's happening. And so we've got another double substitution for Karela, where Benjamin York getting ready to have a test of this game. And Abdul Basit taken out of this game. That's York with his first touch. Listen for Gias. Now he's twisting and turning. He goes to the ground. And the advantage goes against him. I was just looking for the sympathy of the referee. Kwame Aziz is picked. He finds Kote. We'll find Masaudu, but he's brought down. And the advantage will stay with the Royals once again in this fixture. Masaudu back to Aaron Kote. We'll find Bruce Tego, who's dropped deep. Finds Alido instead. He was drifting into the middle. And he's fouled. The referee playing one advantage. That's Gias. 3-on-1. And it's stopped by Frank Akoto. It's picked by Latif. That's Dakwa. Kunedu. And Masaudu manages to keep it on the turf with his effort. Will drive it up front. Picks Joseph. Oh, that's a lovely play. Looking for Dennis Adoma. His 1-on-1 with Abubakar. And again, that's a very feeble hit from the experienced player.
That was a lovely play by Lagos Cities. As usual, trying to create chances from the wings.
Not the best of touch from the forward, Dennis Adoma. Oh, he's just 21 years of age. Oh, he's having his 4th Ghana Premier League appearance this season with the Royals. Ankara. And another attacking onslaught to break down. Fails to find a balance to hit that one. Resulted in a very weak hit. As Amwa now taking charge of Legon City's midfield. Really orchestrating most of their movements. Yes, Yusuf Kamal brings it back. Georgia Samoa has pulled off the ball, but referee have none of that as Kote brings it a bit up front from the left hand side. Masawodo loses out on possession once again. Gears found. Well, he's been dispossessed by Aaron Kote. Atuma. That's a lovely thing to find his colleague. Hassan really working so hard. Really going City's new introductions, trying to punch a lot of holes at the right hand side. Abdul Ghani lines up a long one, hits it up front. And obviously he's looking for one man up front. That's Ibrahim Giats. Fails to pick him. As we've got some substitutions coming up. Well, that's Bruce Tego. Well, he's taking off for Morris Husseini to come in. And Kamal have also been taken off as Ajay makes his way onto the pitch. That's a bit of an emergency. That's Kojo Jersey lacking a bit of ideas. As Karela will say thank you and he'll have it effected. That's a big boot from the big man within the two sticks. Abdul Latif will look for his colleague. Was in the 8 sets. That's Muhammad Adams. That's a clear foul. And the advantage will stay with the home team in this game. Well, quite far away from the mouth of the goalpost, but at least they've got a set piece to see if they can really work their way back into this fixture. Alidu finds his colleague. Is still Alidu hacking onto it, looking for a bit of support. He's got one. Oh my goodness. And the whistle has been blown, and you can see Muhammad Alidu complains to the referee. Well, looks like the Karela's anchor must have picked a knock. And once again, it's that man that was on your screen a while ago, Pakwesi Fabian, who is going to be all over if he fails to at least nest a point from today's encounter. As we get ready to see Hadi come on for Latif Abdul. Well, you can see Abdul Latif not in a haste to walk off the pitch. The side is in a very favourable lead. As this new chap takes his position on the field. Mohamed Hadi. And once again is Aaron Kote, who was at the receiving end of that tackle. It's been a bit slow play from both sides. The tempo not as we have anticipated prior to this game. Really coming down and trying to study each other as we've got just few minutes left in this game with just 18 minutes to play for.
Legon Cities have raised their game a bit, playing with some more urgency.
Oh, that's a bit dangerous, Harding. Might have pass got by Kwame Aziz, but his defensive line is always red hot alert to keep it out. And that's a real lifeline from the home team. Morris hits it back to his goalkeeper. Amwa is picked by Aaron Nakoto. It's touched by Lidu, but lifts it for Masawudu, whose pass couldn't really find its intended target. And there's another man down for the Pride passing lads as they attack this one from the left hand side. And that's Ankara complaining. Well, Aaron has been quality at the back. He's really come into the mix several times for Legon Cities when they needed him most. As the stretcher will be called for. Looks to be Nuruddin, who's struggling to make it onto his feet as he'll be escorted out of this game. Let's just look at the situation. That was a big miss there by Morris. It's free kick for Karela on their own left hand side. So a quick throw in to be effected. Hardy brings it to the edge of Legon Cities. It's backed by Ankara. Gariba hits it. It's a lot of misplaced passes in this game from both ends. With 15 minutes left for Legon Cities to try and get back after picking at least one valuable point at the Ni AJ Krakow II Sports Complex in Temani Hotel on match day 3 against Vision FC. JC finds Amwa, and that's a big challenge there. Well, I tell you, you can complain about all Legon Cities players in today's game, but this man, Joseph Amwa, has been a very impressive player in terms of his movements and in terms of how he orchestrates those Legon Cities attack. Picking his colleagues in ample of spaces. Has got such a very agile movement in terms of the forward thrusting. As they've got free kick. Dennis Aduma, and it's well defended. Georgia Samoa, that's a lovely hit. Comes to the traffic of bodies, but it's hits out.
Legon Cities are piling on the pressure. They are trying to create spaces in and around the 18 to probably get a chance to equalize. They've pushed more men forward and tried to find spaces, especially around the 18-yard box to probably create chances and score the equalizer.
Morif Husseini lifts it for his colleague, and that's the man I was talking about. He's picking it up again, wins another throw-in advantage. Yeah, a bit serious now. They really want to get back in this game. Now Sir J holds his man from the back. Really hot it.
Mohammed Otifom Kanu Abdul Mohammed Otifom and temporarily last season make 30 appearances and a Tima and Karela United we in a third season Edima Karela United temporarily Legon City at the 17th on the league table. Sanso Emma Karela at the 18th on the league. Will be about 3 games. Will be a single game. Where your 11th meeting in the Ghana Premier League, Legon City and Karela United, and so a winning 4. Last time Karela United a winning away game against Legon City was 2018-2019. Week 7, 15th April 2018. Ebra Omoto Eba we Ebese Legon City Ekaba Komo Entimante Ibrahim Imo 89th minute and also Zagono Etimomo. Since then, away game against Legon City until we Ebetima the first time in 6 years. Legon Mantene Krabono Wentima Fabo Nanko represent to again so Brante Feni Dennis in nine Fabono so bet me Aquana William Atiashi represent to again so William Koku were in nine Fabono so sa Emma Walusu Abedi Aaron Kote de Legon City about their come Alidu Mohammed Alidu Piabono on the bono Aquacoma Maurice Fuseni Oba Mute throwing Fuseni and the Crabon Edema Legon City throwing Edema Legon City 82 minutes Echo Watonete Ediache 80 box room Karela United born Akobo Legon City Abrante Finis Aduma and Sante free kick. Ewo Karela United 18-yard box no. Ebreno kwa anayamfo bi antoso akasima nwotwe na yadi game no ebe Gani wabone 10-10 edi ball no achirim Karela United for Montana apim ball no. Karela United Abrante bako eda akupapa no so enti yentwetwe nso kakra Abrante fene Hadi ofi bench by enche Mohammed Hadi wasore janso free kick de man Karela United Mohammed Abu Bakar NH3 Zelo card Echo Ediam Pakwasi Fabian waje yellow card upon on center referee Reginald Collins Amoa say Mansa come on pado enti what the yellow card amon Hadi watch back ko ura box him a chance for Dabi yeah ma mea as a line 2 as a ball offside. Joseph Amoa apie edia figame Abrante fan Frank Antwi abeshana na Legon City Isakai Frank Antwi waba Joseph Amoa edia figame no Kasima ensian Fabian to so na figame no bana wie ewo University of Ghana Legon Sports Stadium aha na 2024-2025 Ghana Premier League Week 4, Karela United versus Legon City. Yaya free kick Kora Legon City. Branch Fani Fuseni Morris. Fuseni Nejina Chile Etima Bobe Abon Dan Emuchi Kakra. Fuseni Abon Tentendi Bonda so 80 hours goalkeeper Ganiu Ahmed Wabechibono Wamreho Kra 85 minutes Simami and also Ejadi Ejina keeper Ganil Abdul Mohammed delayed
managing to find a back of the net once against Vision FC, with Vision also answering back with one. Adriana Young Apostles also settling for a 1-1 all as it stands, but here at the University of Ghana Sports Stadium, it's still Karela who is in the lead. Wabrekum Chelsea have just equalized from the Golden City Park. As Legon City try to emulate same. With the ball now hit into the middle, Frank Akoto picked. Really pushing a lot of bodies up front now. Entry. Georgia Samoa. Oh, headed to find Lidu. Oh, it's got Morris Fuseni at his right hand side. Connect to him. Sends the ball across to nobody in particular, but it's picked by Koji Jesse at the far left hand side, drips it in, and again Adam will not be picked. Glorious opportunity, and that's a waste. It's a J. That's Masawulu with such a long hit.
That was a miss. But that's better from Legon Cities. They've been trying to use the wings, but to no effect. This time around, they were able to use the wings to create a better chance, which I believe deserved a very final product, a good final product. But unfortunately, he skied the ball.
That's it! Oh my goodness! And Karela are up by 2-0 in the capital city, in Sanya. And the Pride and Passing Boys celebrate their second. Looks to be the first victory of the season. And it's coming up against a depleted Legon City side. Oh boy, oh boy.
What a sweet counter attack. Quick play. The goalkeeper was dispossessed. He was nowhere to be found when the ball was placed inside the net.
And the gaffer celebrates Jimmy Cobbler. There's been a lot of troubles upon troubles for them. And conceding another one in the dying embers of the game. Oh, just look at it. It was Hardy. That big goalkeeper Kwame Aziz returns, hits it in. And he is becoming a super sub. Hardy, the goal scorer, with a simple touch. Finds Gias. Here comes Gias. And it's stopped by Aaron Kote. Finds entry. And it's been given an advantage. And that's a big push. And Dakwa will get into the book of the referee. But just look at it. Took his time to hit it in to the far post. Absolutely unmarked. Morris Fuseni for Legon Cities. Hit it in. And that's another poor effort from the substitute. Only 7 minutes of additional time. With so many stoppages, it's just prudent that we've seen that time that have been added on by the officials. All their magics in football, maybe, just maybe Legon Cities have got the legs to come back twice. Morris Fuseni was looking for Dennis Aduma, fails to find him, but picks Carles Hardy. Ankara really giving a lot of work to his opponent. Salih will continue with it, comes down, and that's a free kick. Well, he apologizes to his bench. That's Dakwa. Confirmation for you. Dakwa, we are fit. Not a bad game for the match officials in terms of what Reginald Colin Samuel has done so far. With Morris Fuseni once again being the main taker of set pieces since coming in. To nobody in particular, but Masaudo picks it up. Finds entry, hits onto his left hand side to find Georgia Samoa. As they come forward again, Aledu finds a J, and he loses out on possession. What about talking about these two teams? Legon Cities have got a big trip to Nswatre as they take on Swatriman in match day 5 of the Ghana Premier League, whilst Karela United will be home to Summertex 1996, the defending champions, on match day 5. But here they come again, trying to find a consolation. He arrives a shade late. And they've got the throwing advantage. Husseini. That's a big challenge on him, but kept his composure to pick it. Really piling on the pressure. It's still a throwing advantage at the right hand side. It's back to Masaudu. That's a great idea. Comes off his own players. And the flag is up. Wait, Jay and Donis Aduma looks to be in that offside position. Well, that is a real story for you in terms of how Legon Cities are fared in this game. Those pitches from their bench. As Abdul Ghani gets ready to launch a deep attack. Expect in the middle, finds entry. And I was just wondering who was it finding. And he's managed to find Masaudu, who picks entry. Alidu coming, going through a lot of traffic, finds Jesse. He loses out. He's not really got the physical presence up front. But a very good player, I must say. He's really struggled to go past this bulky Karela players. The chap in the 23 has been very exciting to watch, but his end product has been nothing to really write home about. As they've got a free kick. Yes, 27 yards out. As we clear the 4th minute of additional time, here it comes. That's a weak ball. And it's picked up by Abdul Ghani once again. He's got no issues. Really taking his time to whip it up front. That's a big touch. You can look at the confrontation between Ibrahim Gias and Aaron Kote. Aaron Kote not really taking anything silly from anybody into this game. As Karela have got a free kick from the left hand side. Very acute to Kwame Aziz's goal post. And that could be a bit dangerous. Just look at it around earlier on. As Gias hacks onto it, but it was well checked by his opponent. Here it comes, floated across. Oh, fails to hit it. And that's out. And it's Legon Cities throwing this time around from the left hand side. Picked up by Masaudu. Georgia Samoa. Very lackadaisical play. Playing as if they are leading in this game. On the best of attitude. With a lot of back passes instead of forward thrusting. But here they'll try to make an incursion from the left hand side. Masaudu drifted across to find Morris Husseini. Again failing to make that quick decision. Well, Karela at least have been lifted to the 11th position on the leg lock as it stands. If they are able to pick 3 maximum points at this venue, but they've got a set piece to deal with. as Dennis Adoma goes behind it. Could this be Legon City's consolation? Dennis Adoma comes across. Oh, goodness me! Oh, missed by inches. That was a big chance. And it was a clever kick into Karela's penalty box. And that certainly ends it. Karela have picked the 3 maximum point on match day 4. And then maintain their status 11th on the Ghana Premier League. Rather move to the 11th spot on the leg lock as Legon Cities continue with their O's down the bottom in 18th position with just a point after match day 4. Lots of issues for this Legon City side, but it's Karela United that returns to the Nasriga Sports Complex as they await Samatex with a huge victory here at the University of Ghana Sports Stadium. It's full time. Legon City 0, Karela United 2.
All right, so back to the University of Ghana Sports Stadium. This is the Ghana Premier League match day 4, and the game just ended. Karela United, they've won by 2 goals from away, and Legon Cities are still struggling to find the back of the net this evening. They're still struggling to win their first game in this season's Ghana Premier League. Don't forget, we're live on Metro TV, live on Original TV. We're also live on Alpha TV and on the Ghana Football Association app. Phil, Legon Cities are down. It's all over. 2-0 for Karela United.
I made mention that there was going to be at least 2 goals in this game, and we have the 2 goals. Legon Cities in the second half played like